Today we'll be looking at these topics: how to convert our HTML page to PHP, how to create database, how to connect our file to database, then how to create header, footer, top bar and the sidebar menus. Okay, let us begin the class. This is our file using localhost / the URL. Then once we have this, it's going to take us to the home page of the site. Now I want to convert this particular page from HTML document to PHP. Let us open our text editor. Then we have to open the files on this text editor. We can do this in two ways. The first method is by coming to this file, click on open folder, then try to locate the folder. Don't forget, in the previous class I said the folder is in this PC. From PC you go to local disk, then from local disk you go to XAMPP. Try to locate your XAMPP. Then from XAMPP you go to ATDocs. Now in the ATDocs, try to locate your folder. I use www. Can you see it? This is the file. Then select file. When you select the file will open here, and these are the folder will open. Then these are the files in the folder. This one is for parents. When you open it, it will drop down to show the files in the folder. If you go to admin, you have the same thing here. If you go to student, you have the same thing here. Then this is the main files in the original folder. That's the first method of opening the file on the Sublime. Let us look at the second method. You can remove this, remove folder from projects. Okay, then you cascade this page, then open the folder where the file is located. Go to this PC, to local disk, to XAMPP, to ATDocs. Then you cascade this as well. You can see that we are having the text editor here, then we are having our folder here. So try to locate the folder, which is www. Then here's the folder. Can you see it? Then when you locate your folder, select, then drag and drop into the text editor. Just drop like this, then it is opened. You can maximize this. So those are the two ways of doing it. Now I want to convert. Let us go to student file to start working on the student file. Let me start with the students. Let me continue with the student file. Don't forget that when you go to this page, if you try to look at the directory of the students, like www.lml.com/students, / students. When you enter, the first page to show is the index. It will show you the index. Okay, now I want us to see what is happening. You can see that the page cannot be found. Can't read this page. Reason is that our server is not on. I told you HTML will work without server, but PHP will not work without server. So because we put this folder inside the server, so we have to on our server by starting the Apache, then start MySQL. Just start the two. Once they turn to green, then your server is ready for use. You can wait for it to turn to green. You can minimize whichever way. Then you can refresh this. Refresh the page. Once the server is on, the page will start working. SQL is on, but Apache is still loading. And the Apache is for PHP, don't forget. This MySQL is for the database. It will open, okay, it has opened the 3 ports. So it is now ready for use. By refreshing this, it's going to take us to the index of this page. That is still coming up. So let's go to the folder to continue our editing. Still opening. Okay, let us start with the index. The index is the main dashboard. By selecting index, the code will open here. Then from here we can do any editing. We can edit whatever we want to edit. The code is opening. Okay, the page is ready. You can see. So this place is going to be the student dashboard. This is the index. If you come to the page, here is the code. Okay, so we can change this. You can change this title. So change the title and say LMS as learning management system student dashboard. You can save this. Let us see if it's going to effect on our system. Now this is the dashboard. This is where what has changed just now. When you refresh it, they will change to LMS student dashboard. Okay. Then you can also change this particular dashboard here. Locating the file, go under the body, and let's change this to LMS. These are the menus. This is dashboard. So you can change this dashboard to, okay, it's not this place. Okay, this is the main. This is the beginning of the main page. Main, then dashboard, from home to dashboard. You can see it here. So let us change this to student dashboard. Student dashboard. Save, then refresh your page. You see that this will change to student dashboard, and this will also change to, okay, LMS. You can see the effect. Okay, now let us go back to our topic, how to convert from HTML to PHP. Let us convert this particular page. You just refresh this index, refresh, save as. Then don't forget, we are going to save into the student folder. You have to locate the folder to save it. Go to local disk. From local disk to XAMPP1, okay, XAMPP. Then go to ATDocs. Then locate your folder. Then open student folder. So we are saving it here as student dashboard. Board.php. Okay, this is now PHP file. Then save into the folder. If you overwrite this, then once you have PHP code, PHP file, you can write HTML into PHP. Then you can also write PHP into the page. Now we have the page here. So any page you want to convert to PHP, just save with whatever the name.php. So That's it. How to change to from HTML to PHP. Then to create a database. Okay, let us create this first before we go to this database. We want to create our header. To create header, we need to open the folder where we have our files, this particular folder. So inside the student folder, you create another folder. Then you call this include folder. So let me just call it PHP includes. I'm calling it includes because the pages are not the main page on my project. I just want to just like you embed a page into another page. So any page that you are including into your project should come to this include. You see how it's going to work now. Then go back to this place. Let us cut the header. You can remove this. Okay, you can see that the header is starting from this place. So when you press this angle, this triangle, this is the beginning of the header and this is the end of the header. So you can copy from this place. Just copy the header. Cut. You can see position of the header. The header is coming back to this place. So you can just put something to indicate so I won't forget the position. Then open a new file. Paste the header here. As you can see, this is the header. Okay, let us call this top bar menu instead of header, because this is the same thing as header, or we call this top bar menu, then we call this sidebar menu. So let us call this top bar menu instead of header. As you have pasted it, you can just save as. Then you put it into the include as top bar menu. Let's say top bar dot php. Okay, this PHP page. Then save. Now if you come to this place, refresh, I've cut it, then this top bar will not be available any longer. Okay, sorry, in the dashboard, it's not dashboard, it's now student dashboard, no longer index. Student dashboard. Okay, dot php. So this is the new page that you are editing. You can see that the header is not there. So this is the text I used to replace the header when I cut it. So go back to the page, the header is there, then go back to this page, then include the header. Just put the header here using PHP. To open PHP, you open and close angle bracket, then put question mark at the middle, then put PHP, Okay. When you put this into your page, this is showing that you want to put PHP code in between. So you say include. You can see that this include is not having S. So include is a function, include function, then put quotes, then you terminate the line with this semicolon. Now the name of the page that you want to include will now come into this menu. And what is the name of the page? Top bar. But the top bar is in the PHP include is here. So you just say PHP minus includes. It should be well spelled. Please and please don't forget the spelling. Slash. Then we have this means we have entered the folder. Then we have to select the name of the file, which is a topbar dot php. Okay, save, then refresh to see. Okay, it is now included into the page. Why we are doing this is that this particular header, instead of you can copy it, instead of editing all the headers in our project, we just have to come here, edit whatever we have here, then it will effect on all pages that we have this code. So let us try another page. Let me look at the table. Okay, let me use this blank page. This blank page, when you save it as, save as blank.php, just say blank .php. Okay, we are not saving into include, we are saving into the student file. Save, then we have the blank. Now to replace the header in the blank, just try to locate header here. You can see that this is the beginning of the header and this is the end of the header. So if you remove this header, then replace with this header, you change the header automatically. Let us check the page. Let's say blank .php. This is the page. You can see that we are having the same header, unlike other. Then if you okay, you can see that we are having the same header. Anything that you change here, we have effect on both blank and the student dashboard. So let me remove this. It's just a comment. Let's call this LMS blank page. Blank page. Okay. Okay, now we have this as blank page. So let us do the same thing for sidebar. So go back to student dashboard. Let us locate our sidebar. This is our sidebar. From this aside, can you see sidebar? Then it ends here. Just copy all this, cut it into another folder, into another file. Cut, create new, paste it here, then save into your PHP includes. Save as. You are saving into this includes as okay, we are saving as sidebar. Sidebar dot php. Fine. Then if you want to edit anything here, you can just edit it here. So to include sidebar into this, repeat the same thing. As PHP can be like this, because it's just a single line. Include function. PHP includes slash, then sidebar dot PHP. Terminate the line, then close with question mark and angle bracket. When you have this and this, you are having the same thing. So to reduce the number of lines we have, let me do this. I only use the first method for better understanding. Okay, now we've included our top bar and the sidebar. If you repeat this for all pages like this, just copy the header and foot and the header and top bar and sidebar. Any page you want to, let's go back to the blank. So this is the aside here, you can read it. Okay, remove this. I want to replace everything with copied one. I mean, we've added the same header and the same top bar and the same sidebar to student dashboard and this blank. So if you change anything in this, okay, if you change anything here in the sidebar, or you change anything here, it will automatically change on both 5. Okay, this is dashboard. So that's on how to change, how to create header, footer, but you can also do the same thing for the footer. Let us try that. Just come to student dashboard, go down to the footer, footer is starting from this place and ending here. So just remove the footer, then create another file for footer. Okay. That means if you link this footer, if you link this footer to all pages, anytime you want to make changes, just come here, change whatever you want to change. It will effect on other pages. So let us save this as footer.php. You are saving into the, don't forget this, you are saving into the include. Then go to where you want to put it. Just put your line of code as PHP, then include, as include function, then say PHP and includes slash footer dot php. So the footer is being added. Let us do the same thing for the blank. Just remove this down to this place. And the footer here, copy, save, then go back to your blank, replace it here and save. So let me refresh the 2 pages. Okay, this is for blank. Let me open another page to see the effects. So this is student dashboard. This is the student dashboard, and this is the, okay, just look at the footer in the student dashboard. You can see the footer here. Okay, let us look at the footer in the blank. now loading. Okay, look at the footer. Look at the footer in the blank. You can see nice admin. Then look at the footer in the student dashboard. You have the same thing. So if you just go to the footer here, change this nice admin to, let's say, learning management system. Okay, now I've changed it just once here. Then let us change the URL here to www.lms.com. That's the URL of the programmer. Then let's change this to LMS. Okay, then go and refresh the two pages. Refresh this one to see if it's going to take effect on this dashboard. Can you see it? Then go to this as well, refresh to see if it's going to take effect on the second page. It means if you have 100 pages on your in your folder, you don't need to change all the footers in 100 places. Unlike that of a HTML, HTML document, you have to change them one after the other. But the power of PHP will enable you to change anything on a single page, then it will affect on other pages. So that is that on how to create header, footer, top bar, sidebar, whatever the page you want to include. So in our next class, I'm going to start from the creation of the database and the connection of the database to our page. Thank you.